All right, so let's get started on our laser project. So in Adobe Illustrator, you're going to go ahead and click on File New. All right, and then for this to look like it does on your screen, because I'm using a newer version of Adobe Illustrator than you guys are, I am going to click on Advanced Options and More Settings so that it brings up the same screen that you guys see when you make yours. Okay, so under Name right here, I'm going to type in my first name, dot my last name, dot laser for the name of this project. Okay. And then right here where it says profile, I want to click that and change it to the one that says basic RGB. So on your list, it'll say basic RGB. For me, it doesn't have that option on this newer version. Okay. So I'm going to have to change mine in a different place. Even if I browse, it brings me to, it's not an option that I have in this version of Adobe Illustrator. So for you, it needs to make sure that it says basic RGB. Now, when you change your sizing and stuff down here, it's going to automatically make the profile say custom. That's normal. It's okay. I'll show you what you want it to say at the bottom of the screen to make sure that it's still correct. Down here in the size options where it says units, you guys need to change it from points to inches. Okay, and then to the left of that where it has your width and height, put in whatever measurements you're going to use for your project that you listed on your criteria on your website. I'm just going to use the maximum size that we could use, and it probably will change based on my project. So I'm just going to put in 4 inches by 4 inches. Okay. And then once you have that done, you're going to look down here at the very bottom under Advanced. And where it says color mode for you guys, it should say RGB next to it. So that would mean that it is the RGB basic artboard that you have set up, and it's going to work correctly with our laser cutter. For me, my only option is to come to color mode right here and to choose RGB. It doesn't give you guys that under your options, okay? So as soon as I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and click to create my document, and it's going to put my artboard up on the screen, okay? You'll also notice in the version of Adobe Illustrator that I'm using that my toolbar is not across the top up here. They've moved that over to the right-hand side. So a lot of the things I'll be clicking on will not be in the same place on your screen. Yours will be across the top bar, okay? And as always, when we start a new project, we always want to click File, Save As, and save our project to our W drive into the folder that you have created for class. For me, I don't have that created at home, so I'm just going to click over here and go to my Mac class one, and I'm going to just make one real quick, okay? So if you don't have a tech folder already made, you can click New Folder and make one, okay? And I'm just going to put 1718 because this is for this school year. And then I had you guys make a folder in here that was called laser engraving. Okay, so I'm going to just make a folder, name that real quick to save this into. Remember, you have to make sure under file name here that it still says first name dot last name dot laser, because a lot of times it changes that and you have to go add the dot laser part back in. So I'm going to go into my laser engraving folder by double clicking it, double check my file name that it's correct, fix it if I need to, and then I'm going to click save. And sometimes you have to hit save twice before it will bring up this little pop-up, and when it does, don't make any changes, just click OK. And now it's saved to your W drive in your folder, and you know it will be there the next time you open it up. And we're going to stop this video here, and then I'll start another one to show you the next steps.